Everybody, it's boy Mekelkasanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber. So it's kind of funny as some ass clown hop on my page to tell me that I'm not Hawaii's favorite YouTuber and that I'm far from it, all this other stuff. I'm like, you know what? It's called a moniker, like The Rock calls himself the Great One, the People's Champ. That doesn't mean I'm serious about it. It's just marketable, you know what I mean? Anyway, people in the internet gives people way too much power, or the idea that they have power or some type of influence over others. It's kind of funny. Anyway, so what I wanted to get to in this video was this whole thing about Best Buy dropping Gamers Club Unlocked. Now, I find it funny because you've got so many YouTubers who are losing their minds over this whole announcement from Best Buy. They're feeling betrayed. They're feeling all kinds of things right now, and I'm kind of laughing because I find it funny. The reason I find it funny is I used to work with Best Buy, you know, back when I was with Microsoft. And their focus was never on gaming. Yeah, they had something to edge them out over GameStop and other retailers that are selling games, but you got to think about this long term. How is this going to last to the sense of, you know, longevity? You're going to keep selling a game at a cheaper price than what the retailer sells it for and what the primary competition sells it for? I mean, if they were to focus on it, yeah, it could have been viable, but they, you know, me knowing how the innards of Best Buy works, that was never going to happen. It just never was. And I kind of saw the writing on the wall about 5 years ago. Well, not 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that it wasn't going to be a sustainable practice for them. But, hey, I support GameStop, and I used to work for GameStop, and I know a lot of YouTubers that put out these horror story videos. They're saying, you know, don't shop at GameStop, F GameStop, you know, don't do this with GameStop, don't support them. And it's like, I think that's the most idiotic and selfish thing a lot of these YouTubers are doing, because there are some good people that have jobs that work at GameStop, regardless of whether you like their business practices or not. And even if you don't like their business practices, they're the only game in town because no one else is trying to do what they're doing. So it's kind of one of those things where when you're the innovator, you're typically going to have the people come out and hate. But, I mean, that kind of is what it is. But in this case, like I said, there's a lot of good people that work at GameStop. I'm friends with a lot of people there. I used to work there. I don't like everything they do, but I don't really care. I'm able to go there and reliably know that a game that I want will be there. Whereas if I'm dealing with GameStop, I mean, not GameStop, if I'm dealing with Best Buy or even Amazon, there's not a guarantee, A, that they'll have the item that I want, or B, that they'll even be able to get it to me in time. So like when I have to go to a GameStop to get a game, they always have an abundance of that game. And if they don't have it at that store, they'll always order it in store for free. I don't have to pay the shipping, I just pay for the item. And I'll get it within a reasonable amount of time. My experiences with Best Buy, and I have other beefs with Best Buy as well, but my experiences with Best Buy have been that when I pre-order an item, they tend to sell it. I've had this happen time and time again. They'll sell it and they'll be like, oh, well, most we can do is just refund it to you. That's all we can do. You know, we don't have anything else. And they would go to no lengths to make an effort to compensate other than just a refund. You know, you got incompetent people that were just up and to sell whatever it is that you pre-ordered. And heaven forbid you actually pay full price for pre-ordering on something. You're screwed. Same thing with Amazon. Like, you can pre-order stuff, and then they'll overcompensate for what they don't have, and then the next thing you know, either you'll get an email, such as the case with the SNES Classic, that they don't have any more in stock, therefore you're not getting one, or they'll just straight up cancel it and not even give you the opportunity to find out why. So it's that kind of foolery and fuckery that, to me, explains why Amazon and Best Buy can't keep up their whole gaming practices, because it's just not an area they specialize in. And even though both were doing that 20% discount thing, like I said, with the Gamers Club Unlocked, that was not a long-term viable thing for them, because Best Buy was not going to prioritize gaming. It's just not, it's not as lucrative for them. And so, am I surprised by them cutting it? No. Saw it coming, like I said earlier. Kind of is what it is. I'm not bothered one way or another. And it's because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you can say 20%. You know, a lot of people will say, you know, games are expensive nowadays and blah, 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 blah. And this is why I want to say this. Gaming is an expensive hobby to have. And I'm going to call it a hobby because that's what it is. It's a pastime. It's a very expensive hobby. And if you can't pay to play, you probably shouldn't be playing at all. Or you play limited to what you can. And just wait on a sale or trade in what you don't have and try to get what you want. But it's an expensive hobby. You got to pay to play. And that's just how it is. That's how that cookie crumbles. But that's my thought, guys. If you like what I had to say, please tell me down in the comment section below. And let's get this conversation going. If you guys hate GameStop and you're mad about Best Buy dropping the Gamers Club Unlocked, let me know down below. But I'm just saying it like this. It is what it is. Gaming is an expensive hobby, like anything else that you do. Like, imagine if this is about music. If you're a musician and you wanted to get equipment, that's an expensive hobby. So it is what it is. That's all I gotta say. Deuces wild, too sweet, be the elite. I'll catch you on the next one.